Good morning. How you doing today? I am doing great. I got my makeup on early this morning because I'm going to a fundraiser and it's like a tea party. So we're going to have whatever they fix at tea parties, and they're going to have little gift basket raffles and things like that. So I'm really looking forward to that. And it'll be all women and it'll be a good time. But what I wanted to talk to you about today is, there's a lot of fear going on right now, and on social media, fear about our government, fear about, it being the end of times, all these terrible things happening in the world. And yes, there are terrible things happening in the world. And yes, there are some people that really do think it's the end of times. Um, and there are some terrible things going on um, in the government, in the political arena. However, if all you do is focus on these terrible things that are going on, real or not, um, it does something to bring you down. If you're always prepping for doomsday, if you're always thinking of ways to protect yourself, I feel like it does something to your psyche. And, maybe some of you will think I'm living in a bubble and I need to be realistic. But I feel like I am realistic. And I do a certain amount of prepping. I'm not saying don't prep, because I do prep a little bit. But it's more along the lines of, what if I got sick? What if I lost my job? What if somebody I know is in great need? I can share food from my pantry for them. There's numerous reasons to prep a little bit for those reasons. There was talk for a long time about victory gardens, how before, during the war, that, people, food was scarce and people planted victory gardens. And there was a lot of talk about that for a while. Gardens are great. I love gardens. I personally, physically cannot plant a garden, but if you can, go for it. But do it with love and excitement for growing the veggies and making it a family um, project or just something that you love to do. Don't do it because you're fearful and you gotta prepare for, Armageddon. I'm not trying to make light of how people feel about certain things. That's really not what I'm trying to do if it sounds like that. But I feel that social media has made it, we've never had social media like this before. And it's one way to get the news out there fast, to get your thoughts out there fast, your beliefs, your judgments, whatever. And it just travels through the World Wide Web and everybody sees it. And some people really take it all to heart and they live in fear. And I just don't want you to be living in fear. I want you to be smart, be diligent, prepare for your future, prepare for your family, um, be safe, be smart, but I want you to love life and to see that there's a lot of good things going on in this world that do not get posted on social media. There's people that are kind, but kindness doesn't go very far on the social media. platform. It's usually chaos or trouble or violence or fear. That's what travels fast on social media. So just remember that there's a lot of good people out there still doing good things. Get involved in those things. Stay off bad the bad juju that's on social media, because it can just really suck you in. I mean, for me, there was a period of time when it was kind of new to me, and I was going on YouTube and I was watching all these videos on prepping and the world coming to an end and the government making it so we can't get food, and just all this craziness. And I felt myself getting pulled into this thing and feeling really kind of sad and depressed and fearful. And I would actually take action to do things. And I have a first aid kit for an army. And I really don't need a first aid kit for an army. I mean, I don't think the adhesive on the Band-Aids last as long as they're going to need to last waiting for something terrible to happen. I've got all this crazy stuff now, and now I'm like, God, Lisa, what were you thinking? I don't know. Maybe I'm being stupid. Maybe I've got my head in the sand, but I don't think I do. Um, you know, about the end of times, you know, um, when I was a little girl, uh, I remember hearing about it a lot because as a small child, I went to church. I went to church by myself. My parents dropped me off. Well, my mother dropped me off, and she picked me up when it was done. My family did not go to church. We did not discuss Jesus or anything in our household. My grandma, she was a Sunday school teacher. So sometimes I would spend a lot of time with her, and she would take me to Sunday school. So as a small child, I remember always hearing about the world coming to an end and Jesus is coming. And I used to get really scared as a small child. I used to cry. I used to have trouble sleeping. I was afraid that I'd be separated from my family. And that's just no way to live. We're not supposed to worry about those things. And now I'm still hearing the same stuff I heard as a small child. I think I'm going to enjoy life, keep my faith, but I'm going to enjoy my life, enjoy my people, be a good person, do the right thing, and spread love. And that is my message today. So I hope you have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye now.